Hewlett-Packard Company or HP is an American multinational information technology corporation headquartered in Palo Alto, California, United States. It provides hardware, software and services to consumers, small and medium-sized businesses and large enterprises, including customers in the government, health and education sectors. The company was founded in a one-car garage in Palo Alto by William Bill Reddington Hewlett and Dave Packard. HP is the world's leading PC manufacturer and has been since 2007, fending off a challenge by Chinese manufacturer Lenovo, according to Gartner. It specializes in developing and manufacturing computing, data storage, and networking hardware, designing software and delivering services. Major product lines include personal computing devices, enterprise and industry standard servers, related storage devices, networking products, software and a diverse range of printers and other imaging products. HP markets its products to households, small to medium-sized businesses and enterprises directly as well as via online distribution, consumer electronics and office supply retailers, software partners and major technology vendors. HP also has services and consulting business around its products and partner products. In 2013 it was the world's second-largest PC vendor by unit sales. Hewlett-Packard Company events have included the spin-off of part of its business as Agilent Technologies in 1999, its merger with Compaq in 2002, the sponsor of Mission Space in 2003, and the acquisition of EDS in 2008, which led to combined revenues of $118.4 billion in 2008 and a Fortune 500 ranking of 9 in 2009. In November 2009, HP announced the acquisition of 3Com, with the deal closing on April 12, 2010. On April 28, 2010, HP announced the buyout of Palm, Incorporated for $1.2 billion. On September 2, 2010, HP won its bidding war for 3PAR with a $33 a share offer, which Dell declined to match. History. Founding. Bill Hewlett and Dave Packard graduated with degrees in electrical engineering from Stanford University in 1935. The company originated in a garage in nearby Palo Alto during a fellowship they had with a past professor, Frederick Terman at Stanford during the Great Depression. Terman was considered a mentor to them in forming Hewlett-Packard. In 1939, Packard and Hewlett established Hewlett-Packard in Packard's garage with an initial capital investment of $538. Hewlett and Packard tossed a coin to decide whether the company they founded would be called Hewlett-Packard or Packard-Hewlett. HP incorporated on August 18, 1947, and went public on November 6, 1957. Of the many projects they worked on, their very first financially successful product was a precision audio oscillator, the model HP200A. Their innovation was the use of a small incandescent light bulb as a temperature-dependent resistor in a critical portion of the circuit, the negative feedback loop which stabilized the amplitude of the output sinusoidal waveform. This allowed them to sell the Model 200A for $54.40 when competitors were selling less stable oscillators for over $200. The Model 200 series of generators continued until at least 1972 as the 200AB, still tube-based but improved in design through the years. One of the company's earliest customers was Walt Disney Productions, which bought 8 Model 200B oscillators for use in certifying the Fantasound surround sound systems installed in theaters for the movie Fantasia. Early years. The company was originally rather unfocused, working on a wide range of electronic products for industry and even agriculture. From the 1940s until well into the 1990s, the company concentrated on making electronic test equipment, signal generators, voltmeters, oscilloscopes, frequency counters, thermometers, time standards, wave analyzers, and many other instruments. A distinguishing feature was pushing the limits of measurement range and accuracy. Many HP instruments were more sensitive, accurate, and precise than other comparable equipment. Following the pattern set by the company's first product, the 200A, test instruments were labeled with 3 to 5 digits followed by the letter A. Improved versions went to suffixes B through E. As the product range grew wider, HP started using product designators starting with a letter for accessories, supplies, software, and components. The 1960s, HP is recognized as the symbolic founder of Silicon Valley, although it did not actively investigate semiconductor devices until a few years after the traitorous Eight had abandoned William Shockley to create Fairchild Semiconductor in 1957. Hewlett-Packard's HP Associates division, established around 1960, developed semiconductor devices primarily for internal use. Instruments and calculators were some of the products using these devices. HP partnered in the 1960s with Sony and the Yokogawa Electric companies in Japan to develop several high-quality products. The products were not a huge success, as there were high costs in building HP-looking products in Japan. HP and Yokogawa formed a joint venture in 1963 to market HP products in Japan. HP bought Yokogawa Electric's share of Hewlett-Packard Japan in 1999. HP spun off a small company, Denoc, to specialize in digital equipment. The name was picked so that the HP logo HP could be turned upside down to be a reverse reflect image of the logo DY of the new company. Eventually Denoc changed to Dync, then was folded back into HP in 1959. HP experimented with using Digital Equipment Corporation mini-computers with its instruments, but after deciding that it would be easier to build another small design team than deal with DEC, HP entered the computer market in 1966 with the HP 2100 per horsepower 1000 series of mini-computers. These had a simple accumulator-based design, with registers arranged somewhat similarly to the Intel x86 architecture still used today. The series was produced for 20 years, in spite of several attempts to replace it, and was a forerunner of the HP 9800 and HP 250 series of desktop and business computers. The 1970s. The HP 3000 was an advanced stack-based design for a business computing server, later redesigned with RISC technology. The HP 2640 series of smart and intelligent terminals introduced forms-based interfaces to ASCII terminals, and also introduced screen-labeled function keys, now commonly used on gas pumps and bank ATMs. The HP 2640 series included one of the first bit-mapped graphics displays that, when combined with the HP 2100-21MXF series microcoded scientific instruction set, enabled the first commercial WYSIWYG presentation program, Bruno, that later became the program HP Draw on the HP 3000. Although scoffed at in the formative days of computing, HP would eventually surpass even IBM as the world's largest technology vendor, in terms of sales. Although Programmer 101 was the first commercial desktop computer, HP is identified by Wired magazine as the producer of the world's first device to be called a personal computer, the Hewlett-Packard 9100A, introduced in 1968. HP called it a desktop calculator, because, as Bill Hewlett said, if we had called it a computer, it would have been rejected by our customers' computer gurus because it didn't look like an IBM. We therefore decided to call it a calculator, and all such nonsense disappeared. An engineering triumph at the time, the logic circuit was produced without any integrated circuits. The assembly of the CPU having been entirely executed in discrete components. With court display, magnetic card storage, and printer, the price was around $5,000. The machine's keyboard was a cross between that of a scientific calculator and an adding machine. There was no alphabetic keyboard. Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple, originally designed the Apple I computer while working at HP and offered it to them under their right of first refusal to his work, but they did not take it up as the company wanted to stay in scientific, business, and industrial markets. The company earned global respect for a variety of products. They introduced the world's first handheld scientific electronic calculator in 1972, the first handheld programmable in 1974, the first alphanumeric, programmable, expandable in 1979, and the first symbolic and graphing calculator, the HP 28C. Like their scientific and business calculators, their oscilloscopes, logic analyzers, and other measurement instruments have a reputation for sturdiness and usability. The company's design philosophy in this period was summarized as "design for the guy at the next bench." The 98X5 series of technical desktop computers started in 1975 with the 9815, and the cheaper 80 series, again of technical computers, started in 1979 with the 85. These machines used a version of the BASIC programming language which was available immediately after they were switched on, and used a proprietary magnetic tape for storage. HP computers were similar in capabilities to the much later IBM personal computer, although the limitations of available technology forced prices to be high. The 1980s. In 1984, HP introduced both inkjet and laser printers for the desktop. Along with its scanner product line, these have later been developed into successful multifunction products, the most significant being single-unit printer-copier fax machines. The print mechanisms in HP's tremendously popular LaserJet line of laser printers depend almost entirely on Canon's components, which in turn use technology developed by Xerox. HP develops the hardware, firmware, and software that convert data into dots for the mechanism to print. HP transitioned from the HP 3000 to the HP 9000 series mini-computers with attached storage such as the HP 7935 hard drive holding 404 MB. On March 3, 1986, HP registered the HP.com domain name, making it the 9th Internet.com domain ever to be registered. In 1987, the Palo Alto garage where Hewlett-Packard started their business was designated as a California State Historical Landmark. The 1990s. In the 1990s, HP expanded their computer product line, which initially had been targeted at university, research, and business users, to reach consumers. HP also grew through acquisitions, buying Apollo Computer in 1989 and Convex Computer in 1995. Later in the decade, HP opened pshopping.com as an independent subsidiary to sell online, direct to consumers. In 2005, the store was renamed HP Home and Home Office Store. From 1995 to 1998, Hewlett-Packard was sponsors of the English football team Tottenham Hotspur. In 1999, all of the businesses not related to computers, storage, and imaging were spun off from HP to form Agilent. Agilent spin-off was the largest initial public offering in the history of Silicon Valley. The spin-off created an $8 a billion company with about 30,000 employees, manufacturing scientific instruments, semiconductors, optical networking devices, and electronic test equipment for telecom and wireless R&D and production. In July 1999, HP appointed Carly Fiorina as CEO, the first female CEO of a company in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Fiorina served as CEO during the technology industry downturn of the early 2000s. During her tenure, the market value of HP halved and the company incurred heavy job losses. The HP board of directors asked Fiorina to step down in 2005, and she resigned on February 9, 2005. The 2000s. On September 3, 2001, HP announced that an agreement had been reached with Compaq to merge the two companies. In May 2002, after passing a shareholder vote, HP officially merged with Compaq. Prior to this, plans had been in place to consolidate the company's product teams and product lines. In 1998, Compaq had already taken over Digital Equipment Corporation. HP therefore still offers support for the former Digital Equipment products PDP-11, VAX and Alpha Server. The merger occurred after a proxy fight with Bill Hewlett's son Walter, who objected to the merger. Compaq itself had bought Tandem Computers in 1997, and Digital Equipment Corporation in 1998. Following this strategy, HP became a major player in desktops, laptops, and servers for many different markets. After the merger with Compaq, the new ticker symbol became HPQ, a combination of the two previous symbols, HWP, and CPQ, to show the significance of the alliance and also key letters from the two companies Hewlett-Packard and Compaq. In 2004, HP released the DV1000 series, including the HP Pavilion DV1658 and 1042. Years later, in May 2006, HP began its campaign, "The Computer is Personal Again." The campaign was designed to bring back the fact that the PC is a personal product. The campaign utilized viral marketing, sophisticated visuals, and its own website. Some of the ads featured well-known personalities, including Farrell, Petra Nemcova, Mark Burnett, Mark Cuban, Alicia Keys, Jay-Z, Gwen Stefani, and Shaun White. On May 13, 2008, HP and Electronic Data Systems announced that they had signed a definitive agreement under which HP would purchase EDS. On June 30, HP announced that the waiting period under the Hart-Scott-Rodino Antitrust Improvements Act of 1976 had expired. The transaction still requires EDS stockholder approval and regulatory clearance from the European Commission and other non-US jurisdictions, and is subject to the satisfaction or waiver of the other closing conditions specified in the merger agreement. The agreement was finalized on August 26, 2008, and it was publicly announced that EDS would be rebranded EDS and Horsepower Company. As of September 23, 2009, EDS is known as HP Enterprise Services. On November 11, 2009, 3Com and Hewlett-Packard announced that Hewlett-Packard would be acquiring 3Com for $2.7 billion in cash. The acquisition is one of the biggest in size among a series of takeovers and acquisitions by technology giants to push their way to become one-stop shops. Since the beginning of the financial crisis in 2007, tech giants have constantly felt the pressure to expand beyond their current market niches. Dell purchased Perot Systems recently to invade into the technology consulting business area previously dominated by IBM. Hewlett-Packard's latest move marked its incursion into enterprise networking gear market dominated by Cisco. The 2010s. On April 28, 2010, Palm Incorporated and Hewlett-Packard announced that HP would be acquiring Palm for $1.2 billion in cash and debt. In the months leading up to the buyout, it was rumored that Palm was going to be purchased by either HTC, Dell, RIM or HP. The addition of Palm handsets to the HP product line provided some overlap with the then-current iPad mobile products, but was thought to significantly increase HP's mobile presence as those devices had not been selling well. The addition of Palm brought to HP a library of valuable patents as well as the mobile operating platform known as WebOS. On July 1, 2010, the acquisition of Palm was final. The purchase of Palm Incorporated's WebOS began a big gamble to build HP's own ecosystem. On July 1, 2011, HP launched its first tablet named HP Touchpad, bringing WebOS to tablet devices. On September 2, 2010, HP won its bidding war for 3PAR with a $33 a share offer which Dell declined to match. Following HP's acquisition of Palm, it would phase out the Compaq brand. On August 6, 2010, CEO Mark Hurd resigned amid controversy and CFO Kathy Lyszczak assumed the role of interim CEO. On September 30, 2010, La Copyright Apotheca was named as HP's new CEO and president. Apotheca, a unregistered trademark appointment, sparked a strong reaction from Oracle chief executive Larry Ellison, who complained that Apotheca had been in charge of SAP when one of its subsidiaries was systematically stealing software from Oracle. SAP accepted that its subsidiary, which has now closed, illegally accessed Oracle intellectual property. On August 18, 2011, HP announced that it would strategically exit the smartphone and tablet computer business, focusing on higher-margin strategic priorities of cloud solutions and software with an emphasis on enterprise, commercial and government markets. They also contemplated spinning off their personal computer division into a separate company. HP's consideration of a fundamental restructuring to quit the PC business, while continuing to sell servers and other equipment to business customers, would have been similar to what IBM did in 2005. However, after a brief review, HP decided their PC division was too integrated and critical to business operations, and the company reaffirmed their commitment to the Personal Systems Group. On September 22, 2011, Hewlett-Packard Company named former eBay Incorporated. Chief Executive Meg Whitman its President and CEO, replacing La Copyright Apotheca, while Raymond J. Lane became Executive Chairman of the company. On March 21, 2012, HP said its printing and PC divisions would become one unit headed by Todd Bradley from the PC division. Printing chief Vyomesh Joshi is leaving the company. On May 23, 2012, HP announced plans to lay off approximately 27,000 employees, after posting a profit decline of 31% in the second quarter of 2012. The profit decline is on account of the growing popularity of smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices, that has slowed the sale of personal computers. On May 30, 2012, HP unveiled its first net-zero energy data center. HP Data Center plans to use solar energy and other renewable sources instead of traditional power grids. On July 10, 2012, HP's server monitoring software was affected with a zero-day vulnerability. A security warning has been given to the customers about the two vulnerabilities that has caused these catastrophe, and administrators are asked to install the appropriate patches to resolve the vulnerabilities. 1 month later, HP's official site of training center was hacked and defaced by Pakistani hacker known to as Hitcher to demonstrate a vulnerability. On September 10, 2012, HP revised their restructuring figures. They are now cutting 29,000 jobs. HP had already cut 3,800 jobs around 7% of the revised 29,000 figure as of July 2012. On November 20, 2012, HP took a $8.8 billion write-down on the value of Autonomy Corporation, acquired in 2011, and further claimed that Autonomy had misrepresented its finances prior to the HP buyout. HP has asked the authorities in the US and UK to investigate these matters, after an intense internal investigation, including a forensic review by PricewaterhouseCoopers of Autonomy unregistered trademark's historical financial results, under the oversight of John Schultz, Executive Vice President and General Counsel, who led HP to believe that Autonomy was substantially overvalued at the time of its acquisition. This overvaluation was believed to be due to the misstatement of Autonomy unregistered trademark's financial performance, including its revenue, core growth rate, gross margins, and the misrepresentation of its business mix. Numerous examples of the accounting improprieties and misrepresentations were allegedly identified. On December 31, 2013, HP revised 29,000 cutting jobs to 34,000 cutting jobs up to October 2014. The current cutting jobs until the end of 2013 was 24,600. At the end of 2013, the company had 317,500 employees. On May 22, 2014, HP announced it would cut a further 11,000 to 16,000 jobs, in addition to the 34,000 announced in 2013. We are gradually shaping HP into a more nimble, lower-cost, more customer and partner-centric company that can successfully compete across a rapidly changing IT landscape, CEO Meg Whitman said at the time. In June 2014, during the HP Discover customer event in Las Vegas, Meg Whitman and Martin Fink announced a project for a radically new computer architecture called the Machine. Based on memristors and silicon photonics, the Machine is supposed to come in commercialization before the end of the decade, meanwhile representing 75% of the research activity in HP labs. Facilities: HP's global operations are directed from its headquarters in Palo Alto, California, USA. Its U.S. operations are directed from its facility in unincorporated Harris County, Texas, near Houston. Its Latin America offices in unincorporated Miami-Dade County, Florida, U.S., near Miami, and in Medellin, Colombia. Its Europe offices are in Meyrin, Switzerland, near Geneva. Its Asia-Pacific offices are in Singapore. It also has large operations in Austin, Texas, Boise, Idaho, Roseville, California, Fort Collins, Colorado, Vancouver, Washington, San Diego, and Plano, Texas. In the UK, HP is based at a large site in Bracknell, Berkshire with offices in various UK locations, including a landmark office tower in London, 88 Wood Street. Its recent acquisition of 3Com will expand its employee base to Marlborough, Massachusetts. The company also has a large workforce and numerous offices at Bangalore, India, to address their back-end and IT operations. MPHASIS, which is headquartered at Bangalore, also enabled HP to increase their footprint in the city as it was a subsidiary of EDS which the company acquired. Products and organizational structure: HP produces lines of printers, scanners, digital cameras, calculators, PDAs, servers, workstation computers, and computers for home and small business use. Many of the computers came from the 2002 merger with Compaq. HP as of 2001 promotes itself as supplying not just hardware and software, but also a full range of services to design, implement, and support IT infrastructure. HP's Imaging and Printing Group is the leading imaging and printing systems provider in the world for printer hardware, printing supplies and scanning devices, providing solutions across customer segments from individual consumers to small and medium businesses to large enterprises. Products and technology associated with IPG include inkjet and laserjet printers, consumables and related products, OfficerJet all-in-one multifunction printer, faxes, DZinkjet and Satex large format printers, Indigo digital press, HP WebJet admin printer management software, HP Output Management Suite of software, LightScribe optical recording technology, HP Photosmart digital cameras and photo printers, HP Spam, Snapfish by HP, a photo sharing and photo products service. On December 23, 2008, HP released iPrint Photo for iPhone, a free downloadable software application that allows the printing of 4 inches x 6 photos. HP's Personal Systems Group claims to be one of the leading vendors of personal computers in the world based on unit volume shipped and annual revenue. PSG deals with business PCs and accessories, consumer PCs and accessories, handheld computing, digital connected entertainment. HP resold the Apple iPod until November 2005. HP Enterprise Business incorporates HP Technology Services, Enterprise Services. HP Enterprise Security Services oversees professional services such as network security, information security and information assurance/compliancy, HP Software Division, and Enterprise Servers, Storage and Networking Group. The Enterprise Servers, Storage and Networking Group oversees back-end products like storage and servers. HP Networking is responsible for the NW family of products. They are a business unit of ESSN. HP Software Division is the company's enterprise software unit. For years, HP has produced and marketed its brand of enterprise management software, HP OpenView. From September 2005, HP purchased several software companies as part of a publicized, deliberate strategy to augment its software offerings for large business customers. HP Software sells several categories of software, including business service management software, application lifecycle management software, mobile apps, big data and analytics, service and portfolio management software, automation and orchestration software, enterprise security software, ArcSight, Fortify software, Otala, Tipping Point. HP Software also provides software as a service, cloud computing solutions, and software services, including consulting, education, professional services, and support. HP's Office of Strategy and Technology has 4 main functions: steering the company's $3.6 billion research and development investment, fostering the development of the company's global technical community, leading the company's strategy and corporate development efforts, performing worldwide corporate marketing activities. Under the Office of Strategy and Technology comes HP Labs, the research arm of HP. Founded in 1966, HP Labs aims to deliver new technologies and to create business opportunities that go beyond HP's current strategies. Examples of recent HP Labs technology includes the Memory Spot chip of 2006. HP Idea Lab further provides a web forum on early-state innovations to encourage open feedback from consumers and the development community. HP also offers managed services by which they provide complete IT support solutions for other companies and organizations. Some examples of these include offering professional support and desktop premier support for Microsoft in the EMEA marketplace. This is done from the Leixlip campus near Dublin, Sofia and Israel. Support is offered on the line of Microsoft Operations Systems, Exchange, SharePoint and some Office applications, outsourced services for companies like Bank of Ireland, some UK banks, the US Defence Forces, etc. Culture. The founders, known to friends and employees alike as Bill and Dave, developed a unique management style that came to be known as the HP Way. In Bill's words, the HP Way is a core ideology, which includes a deep respect for the individual, a dedication to affordable quality and reliability, a commitment to community responsibility, and a view that the company exists to make technical contributions for the advancement and welfare of humanity. The following are the tenets of the HP Way. We have trust and respect for individuals. We focus on a high level of achievement and contribution. We conduct our business with uncompromising integrity. We achieve our common objectives through teamwork. We encourage flexibility and innovation. Corporate social responsibility. In July 2007, the company announced that it had met its target, set in 2004, to recycle £1 billion of electronics, toner and ink cartridges. It has set a new goal of recycling a further £2 billion of hardware by the end of 2010. In 2006, the company recovered £187 million of electronics, 73% more than its closest competitor. In 2008, HP released its supply chain emissions data, an industry first. In September 2009, Newsweek ranked HP number 1 on its 2009 Green Rankings of America's 500 Largest Corporations. According to EnvironmentalLeader.com, Hewlett-Packard earned its number 1 position due to its greenhouse gas emission reduction programs, and was the first major IT company to report GHG emissions associated with its supply chain, according to the ranking. In addition, HP has made an effort to remove toxic substances from its products, though Greenpeace has targeted the company for not doing better. HP took the top spot on Corporate Responsibility magazine's 100 Best Corporate Citizens list for 2010. The list is cited by Peer Week as one of America's most important business rankings. HP beat out other Russell 1000 index companies because of its leadership in 7 categories including environment, climate changes and corporate philanthropy. In 2009, HP was ranked 5th. Fortune magazine named HP one of the world's most admired companies in 2010, placing it number 2 in the computer industry and number 32 overall in its list of the top 50. This year in the computer industry, HP was ranked number 1 in social responsibility, long-term investment, global competitiveness, and use of corporate assets. In May 2011, HP released its latest Global Responsibility Report covering accomplishments during 2010. The report, the Campania Unregistered Trademark S10th, provides a comprehensive view of HPA Unregistered Trademark S global citizenship programs, performance, and goals and describes how HP uses its technology, influence, and expertise to make a positive impact on the world. The Campania Unregistered Trademark S 2009 report won Best Corporate Responsibility Report of the Year. The 2009 report claims HP decreased its total energy use by 9% compared with 2008. HP recovered a total of 118,000 tons of electronic products and supplies for recycling in 2009, including 61 million print cartridges. In an April 2010 San Francisco Chronicle article, HP was one of 12 companies commended for designing products to be safe from the start, following the principles of green chemistry. The commendations come from Environment California, an environmental advocacy group, who praised select companies in the Golden State and the Bay Area for their efforts to keep our planet clean and green. In May 2010, HP was named one of the world's most ethical companies by Ethisphere Institute. This is the second year in a row HP has made the list. Ethisphere reviewed, researched and analyzed thousands of nominations in more than 100 countries in 35 industries to create the 2010 list. HP was one of only 100 companies to earn the distinction of top winner and was the only computer hardware vendor to be recognized. Ethisphere honors firms that promote ethical business standards and practices by going beyond legal minimums, introducing innovative ideas that benefit the public. HP is listed in Greenpeace's Guide to Greener Electronics that ranks electronics manufacturers according to their policies on sustainability, energy and climate and green products. In November 2011, HP secured the first place in this ranking with an increased score of 5.9. It scored most points on the new Sustainable Operations criteria, having the best program for measuring and reducing emissions of greenhouse gases from its suppliers and scoring maximum points for its thorough paper procurement policy. Moreover, HP does especially well for its disclosure of externally verified greenhouse gas emissions and its setting of targets for reducing them. However, Greenpeace reports that HP risks a penalty point in future editions due to the fact that it is a member of trade associations that have commented against energy efficiency standards. HP has earned recognition of its work in the area of data privacy and security. In 2010 the company ranked number 4 in the Ponemon Institute's annual study of the most trusted companies for privacy. Since 2006, HP has worked directly with the U.S. Congress, the Federal Trade Commission, and the Department of Commerce to establish a new strategy for federal legislation. HP played a key role and worked toward the December 2010 FTC report OE protecting consumer privacy in an era of rapid change after winning 9 straight annual Most Respected Company in China awards from the Economic Observer and Peking University. HP China has added the 10-year Contribution Award to its list of prestigious accolades. The award aims to identify companies doing business in China with outstanding and sustained performance in business operations, development and corporate social responsibility. In its 2012 rankings of consumer electronics companies on progress relating to conflict minerals, the Enough Project rated HP second out of 24 companies, calling it a pioneer of progress. Brand. According to a Businessweek study, HP was the world's 11th most valuable brand as of 2009. HP has many sponsorships. One well-known sponsorship is of Walt Disney World's Epcot Park's Mission, Space. From 1995 to 1999, and again from 2013, HP has been the shirt sponsor of Premier League club Tottenham Hotspur FC. From 1997 to 1999 they were sponsors of Australian Football League club North Melbourne Football Club. They also sponsored the BMW Williams Formula One team until 2006, and as of 2010 sponsor Renault F1. Hewlett-Packard also had the naming rights arrangement for the HP Pavilion at San Jose, home of the San Jose Sharks NHL hockey team until 2013. In which the arena's naming rights were acquired by SAP AG, renaming the arena to the SAP Center at San Jose. After the acquisition of Compaq in 2002, HP has maintained the Compaq Presario brand on low-end home desktops and laptops, the HP Compaq brand on business desktops and laptops, and the HP ProLiant brand on Intel architecture servers. Tandem's Nonstop servers are now branded as HP Integrity Nonstop. HP Discover Customer Event. In 2011, HP Enterprise Business, along with participating independent user groups, combined its annual HP Software Universe, HP Technology Forum and HP Technology at Work into a single event, HP Discover. There are 2 HP Discover events annually, one for the Americas and one for Europe, Middle East and Africa. HP Discover 2011 Americas took place June 6 to Euro 10, in Las Vegas at the Venetian Palazzo. The company demonstrated the Web OS Touchpad, introduced July 1, 2011. The HP Discover 2011 event in the MEA took place in Vienna, Austria, on November 29 through December 1, 2011. Controversies, spying scandal. On September 5, 2006, Sean K. Balfin and David Unal. Newsweek revealed that HP's general counsel, at the behest of chairwoman Patricia Dunn, contracted a team of independent security experts to investigate board members and several journalists in order to identify the source of an information leak. In turn, those security experts recruited private investigators who used a spying technique known as pretexting. The pretexting involved investigators impersonating HP board members and 9 journalists in order to obtain their phone records. The information leaked related to HP's long-term strategy and was published as part of a CNET article in January 2006. Most HP employees accused of criminal acts have since been acquitted. Hardware. In November 2007, Hewlett-Packard released a BIOS update covering a wide range of laptops with the intent to speed up the computer fan as well as have it run constantly, whether the computer was on or off. The reason was to prevent the overheating of defective NVIDIA graphics processing units that had been shipped to many of the original equipment manufacturers, including Hewlett-Packard, Dell, and Apple. The defect concerned the new packaging material used by NVIDIA from 2007 onwards in joining the graphics chip onto the motherboard, which did not perform well under thermal cycling and was prone to develop stress cracks, effectively severing the connection between the GPU and the motherboard, leading to a blank screen. In July 2008, HP issued an extension to the initial 1-year warranty to replace the motherboards of selected models. However, this option was not extended to all models with the defective NVIDIA chipsets, despite research showing that these computers were also affected by the fault. Furthermore, the replacement of the motherboard was a temporary fix, since the fault was inherent in all units of the affected models from the point of manufacture, including the replacement motherboards offered by HP as a free repair. Since this point, several websites have been documenting the issue, most notably www.hplies.com, NVIDIAsettlement.com at the Wayback Machine, a forum dedicated to what they refer to as Hewlett-Packard's multi-million-dollar cover-up of the issue, and www.nvidiadefect.com, which details the specifics of the fault and offers advice to the owners of affected computers. There have been several small claims lawsuits filed in several states, as well as suits filed in other countries. Hewlett-Packard also faced a class action lawsuit in 2009 over its i7 processor computers. The complainant stated that their systems locked up within 30 minutes of powering on, consistently. Even after being replaced with newer i7 systems, the lockups continued. HP and Oracle lawsuit. On June 15, 2011, HP filed a lawsuit in California Superior Court in Santa Clara, claiming that Oracle Corporation had breached an agreement to support the Atanium microprocessor used in HP's high-end enterprise servers. On June 15, 2011, HP sent a formal legal demand letter to Oracle in an attempt to force the world's number 3 software maker to reverse its decision to discontinue software development on Intel Atanium microprocessor. On August 1, 2012, HP released the following statement after winning the court ruling in Atanium litigation. The court ordered and declared as follows: in this action for declaratory relief, the court finds in favor of HP and against Oracle on both the breach of contract and promissory estoppel causes of action brought by HP. The settlement and release agreement entered into by HP, Oracle and Mark Head on September 20, 2010, requires Oracle to continue to offer its product suite on HP unregistered trademark Atanium-based server platforms and does not confer on Oracle the discretion to decide whether to do so or not. The terms OE product suite means Oracle software products that were offered on HP unregistered trademark Atanium-based servers at the time Oracle signed the September 20, 2010 settlement and release agreement, including any new releases, versions or updates of those products. Oracle unregistered trademark obligation to continue to offer its products on HP unregistered trademark Atanium-based server platforms lasts until such time as HP discontinues the sales of its Atanium-based servers. Oracle is required to port its products to HP unregistered trademark Atanium-based servers without charge to HP and Autonomy Takeover. In November 2012, HP recorded a write-down of around $8.8 billion related to its $11.3 billion acquisition of the UK-based software maker Autonomy Corporation. HP accused Autonomy of deliberately inflating the value of the company prior to its takeover. The former management team of Autonomy flatly rejected the charge. The FBI was called in to investigate. HP incurred much damage with its stock falling to decades low. The Serious Fraud Office, and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission joined the FBI in investigating potential anomalies. HP meantime moved to settle 3 lawsuits brought against the company by shareholders. Restatement: in March 2013, HP restated its first quarter cash flow from operations, reducing it 18% because of an accounting error. Actual cash flow from operations was $647 million, not $791 million as reported earlier. HP shifted $144 million to net cash used in investing activities. Bribery: on April 9, 2014, an administrative proceeding before Securities and Exchange Commission was settled by HP consenting to an order acknowledging that HP had violated the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act when HP subsidiaries in Russia, Poland, and Mexico made improper payments to government officials to obtain or retain lucrative public contracts. The SEC's order finds that HP's subsidiary in Russia paid more than $2 million through agents and various shell companies to a Russian government official to retain a multi-million-dollar contract with the federal prosecutor unregistered trademark S office. In Poland, HP's subsidiary provided gifts and cash bribes worth more than $600,000 to a Polish government official to obtain contracts with the National Police Agency. And as part of its bid to win a software sale to Mexico's state-owned petroleum company, HP's subsidiary in Mexico paid more than $1 million in inflated commissions to a consultant with close ties to company officials, and money was funneled to one of those officials. HP agreed to pay $108 million to settle the SEC charges and a parallel criminal case. Notable people: Michael Capellas, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, Tom Perkins, for HP chairman and CEOs. See also: HP calculators, HP Linux imaging and printing, HP software and solutions, ArcSight, Tipping Point, Fortify, HP user group, list of acquisitions by Hewlett-Packard, list of computer system manufacturers, list of Hewlett-Packard products. References. External links: official website, HP Printing and the Science Museum of Minnesota, the Museum of HP Calculators, HP History links, ArcSight, Fortify, Tipping Point, Otala, Protect 724 Community.